Here we go. So I'm over here in the crypto cave. It's a very good spot to do some meditations. And so my buddy Bill's here with his wife. We'll be here for a while. So we've been getting in the habit of maybe not every single day, but we try to come in here at night, do a meditation together, listen to certain music, like I talked to you guys about. So we came in here, good vibe, did everything, about 30 minutes, 3 different songs. I was seeing, last time I didn't see much of anything, but this time I saw a nice big eyeball, third eye. And I was told that when you see that eyeball, when you meditate, that's basically your third eye coming through, letting you know you're working on opening that thing up. So I've been seeing that quite a lot when I meditate, but I saw a big one tonight. It was like, poof. And so I saw that, and then I saw about 3 different like ET type faces, and I got no sense of this is bad. There's a negative, like these. The first one I saw reminded me of the typical gray kind of a face, alien kind of a face. But I got the sense it was very old and very wise. That was my sense. Very old, very wise. And then there was 2 other ones that just faces that came through that were a little different, similar. I felt they were probably younger or different. I'm not sure. And I just saw it briefly. And then I saw also like this. I took it as a knowing of, oh, this is a star system. Is this where I'm originally from, or one of my past lives or something? And it was kind of like a triangle, and then a long line that way. So I was like, dude, I saw like a line go, doot, 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 whoop. And I took that as, oh, I'm looking at like a constellation or something. So I'm not sure if there's one that does that. There's 1, 2, back to 3, boom, and then across. Saw that. My friend Bill here saw a couple of, well, he saw some color. You had colors tonight too. But then he saw like a little quick scene in his brain, if you will, his mind, that was of a couple of U.S. troops. He saw the patch on the shoulder, the arm, walking with like a couple prisoners or a couple people. There were people in front of him crouched over walking, troops behind him, and then he saw also some blue helmets. So he thought, oh, that could be the UN for some reason or another. We keep hearing about this UN thing. There's gonna be UN people on our soil, whatever. So he got that briefly. He tried to, and then once he saw it, he's like, oh, what's that? And it goes away. Because if you focus, when you're in that state of mind, if you focus on anything, it's gone. You basically cannot focus. You can't even think. You just have to let it play. Very interesting. So I also forgot to add, Bill had a friend and his wife. They had a friend, and this guy had a wife. His name was Jim. And he worked for Bill for a while. They became good friends back years ago. And about a year ago, he passed on. He was a bad health condition. He was waiting on a liver, I think. And couldn't get one in time, and ended up passing on. So the other day, this I think was on Halloween day, and me and him were doing a meditation that night also. And so I went into my house. He went into the RV where he's staying right now, and on my property or whatever, and just went to bed. So he's like, "Whoa, I had this dream last night that my deceased friend Jim. I walk in, he's on the sofa, he's looking kind of towards. Was his wife there too in the dream, and your wife? So his wife, the guy's wife, and Bill's wife were in the dream. Bill kind of sat down a little bit angled, and was like, "Hey Jim, like how's it going? Because he knew in the dream he's dead still. So he's like, basically, how are you now that you've passed on? He's like, how's everything? How are you? And he didn't really look at Bill. He kind of looked more towards, I guess, his wife and your wife, because they were sitting together. And he just said out loud, what was it again? November 15th.
Yeah, as it popped out of the dream.
Right as he was popping out of the dream, he goes, November 15th.
Just said, look out.
Look out. That's when it happens, or something like that. Look out. Something happens. Look out, because that's when it happens. That's when it goes big, or something like that. And he told me that, and I go, well, damn, I wonder if this is like, election craziness, National Guard. He's like, well, it could be cryptos too. He was into cryptos. We talked about cryptos. Maybe the cryptos are getting ready to go off. I thought, well, okay. But then after tonight, after talking to his wife, your wife talking to his wife, we kind of think, well, maybe not so much crypto.
Yeah, he was big Republican.
He was a real big Republican and hated the Democrats, very vocal. So we're kind of wondering, I wonder if that's, again, are we going to find out about the voter fraud on or about the 15th? Oh my God, Trump won in a landslide. They cheated. Is that what he's talking about? Is that when the chaos starts? We don't know. But he mentioned November 15th in this dream. Even though he didn't look at him, he answered looking towards them and was kind of serious about November 15th. Look out. After the 15th, it gets, I forgot the word you told me. Initially should have, but like look out, it's big, something big's coming. So I wanted to mention that too. So the other thing I want to talk about, I told you guys to stay calm, right? Don't get aggravated by what is on the news right now, the fake news media. We already knew they were going to lie and tell you Biden's up, he's winning. Here's the chart. Look, there's the numbers, and we were told the numbers would ultimately be faked. They would not be real numbers. That's what Penny Kelly got in a download, and I believe she's dead on accurate. So I'm now going to give you my words of wisdom to keep you calm, collected. No need to get aggravated. Just sit back and enjoy the show, because you are watching a show, and Donald Trump is going to make you really, really happy. Okay? I want to share a couple of things with you that should settle you down, I hope, a little bit. I'll read them to you. This is from Twitter, and just bear with me. Remember, Department of Homeland Security, DHS, were the ones who printed the ballots. Now, this is from a source that I follow, Draw and Strike, and I tried to look a little bit. I did see where the Department of Homeland Security did take a huge role after, I think, 2018 or so, towards the elections and stuff like that. So could I find the specific section where it said they printed the ballots? I couldn't find that. But if this guy says it, I probably say I'm going to believe him. So he says, remember, DHS printed the ballots. They have radioactive isotopes and watermarks and other identifiers on the ballots. This is not advertised broadly, but the info was out there if you would try to find it. Ballots printed by other parties or foreign countries will not pass the muster test, if you will, when challenged in court. So he put a link up to a certain letter of the alphabet, 2018, November 11th. And someone had made a comment, first of all, and then put this up. So their comment was, consider this, Department of Homeland Security, this is recently, like today actually. DHS controlled the official ballot production. Democrats printed extras, not knowing about the non-radioactive isotope watermarks on official ballots. Military sting operation. After weeding out all the counterfeit ballots, Trump landslide will be confirmed. Okay? This is what I've been telling you is going to happen. He will win in a landslide. Now, granted, Mama Snip 4 does appear to have missed Biden stepping down before the election. He did not step down. So that's officially not correct. But let's go with the certain letter of the alphabet. November 11th, 2018. What if what I'm writing below could be proven? Election plus Democrat Party officials filled out many ballots, many thousands of blank ballots. Election plus Democrat Party officials removed and destroyed legal ballots, such as Trump, for example, his ballots. Election Democrat plus Democrat Party officials deliberately organized non-citizen voting. And election plus Democrat Party officials in XX locations across the U.S. under lock and key stored many thousands of blank ballots for purposes of altering the voter total. Now, I'll stop there for a second because I saw on Twitter, I've been retweeting stuff where some people, poll workers, were walking in to go count some votes. And they were walking in with personal bags, duffel bag size. One lady had a huge one. It was so effing heavy, she could barely walk with it. And someone just they're filming these three people walking in with duffel bag, or one, not maybe not duffel bag, but some type of large bag. And I think that was in Michigan. So anyways, continuing on with the post. Who safeguards the blank ballots? Who issues blank ballots? Who controls blank ballots? How many blank ballots are generated versus total country population? The control and issuance, this is all capital letters for some reason, this part, the control and issuance of blank ballots is the key. All capital letters. They want you to pay attention to that phrase, that sentence. The control and issuance of blank ballots is the key. Why did the same countries under dispute today, counties under dispute today refuse to turn over voter registration information upon request to the Voter Fraud Commission? Why was the Voter Fraud Commission disbanded and turned over to Department of Homeland Security? What vested authority does DHS have compared to a commission body? So that's one post. Someone posted a question so that was November 11th, 2018. And then December 12th, 2018, someone asks, Q&A Q, will voter fraud be exposed before January? No. 2019 push voter ID based on verifiable intel fraud. 2020 plus is safeguarded. They're telling you 2020 plus is safeguarded. Okay? Final thing, another tweet screenshot I've got. Someone says a little boom here. Watch the water, says the certain letter of the alphabet. Real ballots being counted now by National Guard. The real ones have a secret watermark. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then this other thing next to it, they posted a picture. To all county clerks, registrars of voters from so-and-so Deputy Secretary of State, something, general election. It's hard to read this picture. Pursuant to election code, Secretary of State's office has specified a design and color combination for use in the November 3rd, 2020 general election. Okay. So they're telling you a very special ballot was created. That's what the memo is. August 5th, 2020. Secretary of State office has selected a design and color combination for use. And it's more than just that. Watermark, whatever. This is how they're going to catch these rascals. They're going to grab all the ballots. They're going to look for the special watermark or other marks that nobody knew about, was not public information. The dirty Dems and maybe China and their buddies printed a whole crap load of ballots thinking they got the exact thing. We've got this. Except they created frauds. This is allegedly. And if they did that and they ran those through the machine will accept it and say, yep, this vote counts. But when they go and scan it, I'm sure they've got a special machine, I'm going to guess, Department of Homeland Security. Somebody's got a special machine or machines, and they're going to run the ballots through these special machines that can see those special isotopes and or watermarks. And will say, oh, fraud, 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 good one. Fraud, 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 good one. And we're going to find out just how many fake voter cards, polling cards, whatever, were put out there. It's absolutely brilliant. The Democrats are going to declare victory. It's so close. The race is so close to call. Biden's up. He just came out of nowhere. 150,000 votes just came in. All for him, not one for Trump. Oh my gosh. Mail-in ballots, all mail-in ballots. So they're going to scan these. I'm telling you now, they're going to scan these. And they're going to look for the special watermark, and it won't exist in many of the Biden ballots. And when we're left with whatever we're left with, we will say, OMG, Trump landslide victory. This is why I'm telling you, just chill. Don't be upset. Don't be mad. The damn Democrats are trying to steal it. I know. They're damn well trying to steal it. Because like I said before, if they get caught stealing a vote versus the crimes they've already committed, stealing the vote is nonsense compared to the stuff they know they'll get in big, big trouble for if they lose their power. That's why they don't care. They have, this is all or nothing. It means not, we're not going to do it. Of course we're going to do it. We got to get out of this. I remember my dream that I had about the mafia scenario. The big boss was taken down and everybody was happy about it. It's like a sign of a new era. And I took the bastard down in the dream. So we'll see. We will see. But I just want to do this video to tell you to chill and don't be so upset. I know it's hard. My friend Frank, he's been texting me. I know I shouldn't even be doing this, damn it. I got home today. I'm watching the mainstream news. I'm bouncing channels, and they're basically they're Biden won according to them. This is. I sure hope you're right. The good guys. I said, dude, relax. So who told us this early on? They prepared for this day. They're going to catch the dirty Democrats, and they're going to have evidence of epic freaking proportion. Okay? So just chill again. Get your popcorn. Don't. I'll tell you what. Don't even turn on the news. Don't bother with, my friend at work said this. Doesn't matter. You can tell your friend, stand by because that's not official. Some breaking news is going to come and Trump is going to win in a landslide. What are you talking about? Relax. Don't bother. Don't get into arguments. Don't, the guy doing what you can cheat. Cheat's the only way you can win. Don't bother with your coworkers that are liberal lunatics. Just sit back and wait and say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You called it. Yeah. And then get your coffee mugs ready. You might need a 5-gallon bucket, tell you the truth, for those liberal tears that you are going to catch. And you will catch a bunch. Okay? So on that note, I bid thee farewell. Take care.